Hi, I'm Jay Goldman, and you are watching Status Update on Butterscotch.com. Today, a look at the brand new MySpace. Now, you might be surprised to hear that there's a brand new MySpace, and if you've been watching the news, you've probably heard something about a redesign or a relaunched logo. But for the most part, you probably haven't heard much about MySpace since, I don't know, July 2005, when they were acquired by Fox Interactive News Corp for $580 million in cash. At the time, MySpace was a huge big deal. If you had anything to do with music online, you had a MySpace page, your band had a MySpace page, you were friends with all of your your favorite bands on MySpace. But it pretty much started dying off after that because they didn't innovate a whole lot and Facebook came along. If you take a look at the traffic on compete.com, which is a great resource if you're ever looking to sort of get a sense, not necessarily the most accurate about the amount of traffic that a site gets, you can see the diverging lines where Facebook's traffic has gone steadily up and MySpace traffic has gone steadily down. In fact, News Corp's other business segment, which includes MySpace, lost $156 million last quarter, which is $30 million more than they lost a year earlier. So not exactly the line going in the direction that you'd want to see the line going in. And as such, News Corp has actually put them on notice that they have to perform better or they're pretty much going to shut it down. A part of that is a new CEO, Mike Jones, who's been on the case for a little while now. They still have about 120 million users, so still a significant number of people total, not the kind of numbers that we're seeing out of Facebook, clearly, but enough people that it's worth at least taking one more kick at this can to see if they can fix the problems that have been plaguing the site, well, basically since 2005. So October 8th, 2010, a new logo launched. They've gone from that weird three-person pylon with aerial MySpace that we all used to know and hate to a new logo, which now includes the word My and then an empty space. And the idea here is that people make the site their own, so they should be able to fill in the space with anything that they want. I'm not sure that it necessarily totally translates into that when you see the logo, but if you go onto the new website and click on the logo on any of the pages, there are some pretty cool little animations that they've come up with that will kind of animate out of the logo. So worth taking a look at. The new site, speaking of which, launched on October 27th, 2010, and they've moved away from trying to be a social network, so they basically have acknowledged that they've lost that battle to Facebook, but moving now to becoming what they are calling an entertainment hub, so a place where people can go to get the type of entertainment, be it video, music, all that kind of stuff, learn about those bands, keep up with them, all that kind of stuff. There's a whole lot of cleanup that's happened to the site. They had something like 117 different logo treatments throughout the site, so this was a big redesign in terms of clearing up the old design debt that they had occurred, getting rid of all of it, standardizing everything. One of the other big things that you'll see, and this was a really big surprise to a lot of people, this actually came out after the website relaunch, they partnered with Facebook. And so this was, to a lot of people, the final signal that MySpace was giving up on that battle. They've actually got Facebook Connect now to sign up for the website, log in, and be able to authenticate. And they'll go out and import your friends and personalizations from Facebook as much as they can and put it straight into MySpace. So clearly not trying to be that social network anymore. In fact, a word that I'm not a huge fan of, but they are basically doing co-opetition where they are cooperating on the social graph side but competing on the entertainment side. Facebook doesn't have a big story around entertainment yet, much more around the gaming side and the social connections, less around sort of following bands and that kind of thing. So, I think there's some likelihood here that there's an opportunity. Right now, in browsing through the MySpace site and seeing the reaction, it mostly seems to be people who are complaining that all of their hard work customizing their old profile pages on MySpace is gone. That was part of the redesign to clean that up. And personally, I don't think that's such a bad thing. It's one of the reasons I really could never stand going to MySpace. You may differ in your opinion if you're a big MySpace user and spent time customizing your page. Although there's not a lot of direct competition to what they're relaunching to, there are a bunch of things out there. So Apple has Ping inside of iTunes. There are a lot of Facebook apps that would sort of qualify. Some of the things that were actually kind of interesting in this space, like Lala, were actually bought by Apple and integrated into iTunes for Ping. So MySpace doesn't have anybody who's directly out there competing on the entertainment and social piece. The question is, does that matter? Will it be enough of a draw to actually pull people out of Facebook, or is it too little too late? And that's what I think is going to turn out to be the case. I don't think that the content is going to be compelling enough for you to go to another destination site and maintain a whole other profile there when you could get a lot of the same stuff on Twitter, following your bands directly, or on Facebook. So good luck to MySpace. I hope it does work out for them, and we will definitely keep an eye on the story and report back. Don't forget, if you're looking for a domain name, you can get 10% off with this coupon at hover.com. I'm Jay Goldman. This has been Status Update on Butterscotch.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.